Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another day of Vlogmas. Today, for me, it is December 17th, and you're seeing this on the 23rd. So for you, tomorrow's Christmas Eve, which is so exciting that we're nearing the end of this festive season. But I wanted to show you some of the progress that I made last night, because after I got home from dinner, opened my wine calendar, I sat with my husband and my brother for a while and we watched some Star Trek, and I worked on my holiday doodle cowl. This was the stitch marker from yesterday morning, and I worked on it last night probably up to the end of the red stripe, and then this morning I did the light green and the start of the cream stripe. So that's where I'm at with that. It is now like, I could, if I wanted a single loop, I could stop here, but I think I want to go as long as possible, but I'm starting to get a little worried about whether or not I'll be able to finish it in time for Christmas. But it's about 10 a.m. now. I started the morning with a little bit of knitting and then took a shower, had some breakfast, made my coffee, all of that good stuff. But I think right now what I actually want to do is rearrange some of the furniture in the basement so that we have a more functional, like, movie watching area. We've had it sort of set up for a while now so that me, my husband, and my brother can sit and watch movies, but it's not really the best angle to be able to see the TV. So I think we're going to move some stuff around and hopefully come up with a better furniture arrangement that makes it a little easier for all of us to see the screen at the same time. Okay, so I'm not 100% sure about this layout yet, but this was what made the most sense as far as having all of the TV cords in the right place and not like going through the center of the room, and also like having the most seats on the couch where you could see the TV. So I actually have the couch like perpendicular to the wall. There's my office over there. And these little round chairs are actually folding chairs, so they can easily be moved, but we also had a wire going up here for the TV signal, and here's the other folding chair. I'm not 100% sure that this antique school desk is going to stay down here. Now, it's really nice as an end table, but you can't actually sit on it because the seat's not stable enough, and with where it is right now, I'm worried that someone's going to like try to sit on it by accident. But anyway, I think it's better than it was. At least we don't have cords like running through the center of the room. But I think that's going to be all the furniture arranging I do for today. I think I need to like let it sit for a little while so that I can decide if I like it or not. Okay, so I sat on the basement couch for a while. I think I'm happy with the layout, at least for now. Sort of, but what I really couldn't stop thinking about was my holiday doodle cowl. So in that last clip where I just kind of held it up like this, I couldn't stop thinking about how cute it looked, and like to be able to like tuck my nose in when it's really cold out. I think I'm just gonna finish the cream stripe I'm on to give it like a tiny little bit of extra length. Let me see what it looks like under my hair. Yeah, I kind of really like it shorter. So I think I'm going to finish the cream stripe and then finish it off. Do I block it? and then sew it together, or do I sew it together and then block it? I don't know. I'm gonna look at the pattern and see if the pattern has any notes. But I think maybe I'm done. That would be very exciting if I could get this done today. It also looks very cute with the sweater that I have on. So yeah, I think that's the plan. We're gonna get this done. So I'm done with the blocking for now, so I'll check back on my cowl in the morning, probably tomorrow, so that it can dry overnight. I did decide to wait to do the seaming until after I blocked, because I wanted to make sure that the blocking was done really well, and I didn't want to be going through 2 layers of the cowl to block it, so I just decided to block it and then I'll seam it later. So I did a cast off with waste yarn, and then I'm going to do the Kitchener stitch from the 2 waste yarn edges, if that makes sense. It's kind of it is actually identical to how you seam things up on the knitting machine. So by casting on and casting off with waste yarn, I should be able to just pull the waste yarn out at the end, in theory. So what I ended up with is this much left over, which was probably a little bit less than half of the yarn I started with. So I have been sitting here kind of thinking about like what I want to do with it, because I don't really want to not use the yarn. And there's enough left that I can get another project out of these colors. So I'm thinking about doing something that I was actually toying with when I thought that project was going to take a lot longer to finish. And I had the idea of creating a Vlogmas time capsule that I can open next year for Vlogmas, with some project plans and like materials for things that I didn't get to this year, because I did really enjoy having a seasonal project to work on, but I'm not going to work on a Christmas themed project like the rest of the year. So I think the yarn is going to go in my Vlogmas time capsule. I'll pick a project bag, label it, and put my materials in there. And I'm thinking that maybe next year I'll make a piece to match the doodle cowl, whether that's like attempting a pair of mittens or a headband or a hat or just something to like go with it. I'm leaning towards mittens though. I think a like mismatched pair of stripy mittens would be really, really cute with the doodle cowl. So yeah, I think that's where the leftover yarn is going to go. So I'm going to pick a bag, pack that up with some notes about what to do with the yarn, and then I guess I'll pick something else to work on.